first people to inspire me to be the person that I am today is our next speaker. As a young Palestinian Muslim American woman born and raised in Brooklyn, I saw another Palestinian Muslim American woman born and raised in Detroit, in the D. She is unbossed. She says it and tells it like it is. She is one of the boldest, most bravest women I have ever met in my entire life. She is a mom. She inspires me every day. And she has allowed me to go and tell my daughters that we made history together. And now we have not one, but two. Daily Kos reminded me of an interview that I did 7 years ago, where I said that we will have very soon women who look like me and are from my communities go into Congress. And here I told you, I'm telling you what I say happens. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, just gotta listen to what I gotta say. Now we have not one, but two Muslim American women going to Congress. And this next speaker is just a little extra luckier because God also chose for her to be Palestinian. I mean, so we're lucky. I don't know what to tell you. Please give it up for our next Congresswoman from the great state of Michigan, Rashida Tlaib.
I said this last night, but I love being in the room like this. I think people just think like folks that run for office, like, oh, this, that we don't need this. But we do, Amy. And we are probably going to need it even more when we're there in Congress, when Alexandria and I and Alhan and Johanna and Ayana. I love that we have these amazing names that we're going to Congress. Yeah, you're going to have to learn how to say our names. I am Rashida Tlaib, and I grew up in the blackest city in the country. And I grew up with teachers that told me about communities where they couldn't live, about lines they couldn't get in line in, and that jobs they couldn't get because of the color of their skin. And it was the roots. Those are the roots. Those teachers, those mentors are in me. As a Palestinian brown girl from Southwest Detroit, where I grew up with 20 different ethnicities. That is the beauty of this country, what it can be. And you all know this. Like, it's not even about, like, where we got to go back. I said, no, it's about a new kind of living in this country where my son doesn't have to hide who he is. As a mom, something's different when you got someone that's bullying people and saying things. You get so much more focused. Sometimes isn't even about white or black or any of that. It's really about being protective and about making sure that people are not hurt and not feeling less than. And this is what it's about. And so I gotta tell you, when I saw the numbers come in, people looked at the primary election and like, oh, this is gonna be, it was so close. And I won by like 900 votes. Like, people don't realize we made history with 900 votes. And I can tell you, I know Mahima's here. Where's Mahima? Mahima's here, who helped run my field operation, who is amazing. Thank you. I love you so much. I didn't know you were here until I saw you on social media. So she's now hiding from me because I think she's afraid I'm going to make her. Let's go do more doors. But I got to tell you, we expected 50,000 people to come out. 89,000 people came out to vote. And I am absolutely blown away by that fact. But to see my mother's face the night of, that she didn't come here because of better opportunity. She fell in love with a man who was 19 when he came here, right? But for her, who only went up to 8th grade education, to see her daughter become a member of Congress, but also somebody, by the way, she thinks I'm about to liberate Palestine. I keep explaining to her. But that's what it is. But what I love is my mother who goes, Mama, just stay away from him. And I said, Mama, it's okay. We're not there. We're here. I'm allowed to ask him questions. I'm allowed to hold him accountable. Don't worry. She's like, but let Allah take care of him. And I said, Mom, God will take care of me. She does. She says it to me all the time because that's the mom that she is. She wants to be protective, right? But I got to tell you, just watching my son, who's up until 5 in the morning watching this as a 13-year-old, he now knows a bully can't win. But he also knows that if you work hard enough, if you get out there, and that direct human contact can change lives. It can completely change the direction of our movement and so many things. But I love the fact that we're here getting together because this is what they're afraid of. Like, they don't want us talking to each other. They don't want us to say the things that we're saying today. And I got to tell you, but it's needed because it can't just be us members of Congress, these beautiful young rainbow, beautiful young women coming to Congress, but it's going to be this movement that is going to be behind us, in front of us, actually. You all are in front of us. And we have to follow your lead. We have to be supporting this kind of movement work. I'll leave you with this. After I won, people finally said things, people said, Rashida, I just feel like I belong now. And I was like, but we already belonged. She goes, no, it's different, right? It's different. Because feeling this sense of rejection or less human and this continued dehumanization, people don't realize what it does to your soul. And now we have showed the power. We're not going to sit on the sidelines. We're going to run for office. In 40 years, we've never seen this many women going to Congress, and we haven't even gotten to November general election. So as we move forward, I keep telling people always do these little hashtag pink wave, blue wave. Amy, they got all kinds of, I was like, forget the waves. We got to own the ocean, people. We're going to own the ocean. Just remember that. Fight for that, because when we own the ocean, we own it all. Like, I don't care about waves. They come and go. But we got to be the ones moving things along, getting things done. And I got to tell you, women of color, we have a lens that is so beautiful and so unique. And I remember going door to door in Flint, giving out water, and meeting a Guatemalan mother who said to me, don't worry, I'm boiling my water. I said, no. I was like, you don't boil your water. It's not Guatemala. Like, there's lead in it. It gets worse. And she looked at me and she said, but I've been nursing my child. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't even get clean water for our children, our predominantly African American and brown and all these different colors, because our lens is not at the table. So you all better run for office, because I'm not doing this alone. Thank you so much.